what's going on daily? I'm Micki and I'm with
Laura. Nice to see
Hey.
everyone.
So it's Gulf States week and we are going to be talking all kinds of this is such a interesting theme. I think there's going to be a lot of fun things to talk about.
Absolutely. It is fun.
I know you have a whole bunch of fun stuff to talk about. We got before we get to it, and your lawsuits are always like a highlight of my week. We want to thank WDJYFM.com. That's the website, but WDJY 99.1. We want to thank them. They show they air our show 5 times a week. So if you are in that area, we thank you for listening, and we want to thank our sponsors, Mace Fitness and Soul Spectives Institute. So
absolutely.
Have you ever caught us on the radio? Have you listened to the radio?
Me, yes.
Yeah, it's really good. I know.
You're
on the radio. It's so cool.
I know. It's so fun to hear yourself. And
yes, you can actually play. So if you ever missed a show or want to share it with people, you can always share WDJY's website, and they have it played live. You can just click it right there. Atlantites, a symbol.
Okay.
So we got a fan base there. So that's awesome. So we thank you for listening. I always say, honk your horn if you're listening.
Love that. Yes.
Anyway, it is so good to see you early in the morning.
Yes. Thank you for doing it early when I had to this morning. I appreciate it. It's always good to see you. I always love doing this with you. It's a highlight of the week, and I always get excited when I'm talking to you. So I'm very excited for today.
All right. Well, we're going to kick it off. You've got Laura's. I think this should be sponsored, by the way. Hint, hint, hint. Anybody who's looking to sponsor something. Laura's Ludacris lawsuits. I like it.
So it was a hard decision on what state I should focus on for these Ludacris lawsuits. But
there were that many?
There were a lot, but a lot of them, I was thinking Florida would have the craziest lawsuits, but I figured you might do Florida also. So I wasn't 100% sure about Florida, but Florida has some crazy lawsuits. I figured New Orleans would have crazy ones, Louisiana, and I have a couple of them too. But the ones that were the craziest, which we're also talking about Texas later, but the ones that were craziest were Texas, which is
okay. That would have been my first choice.
Yes. Texas is, have you been to Texas?
Once when I was a kid. My dad was in a putting tournament there. So
okay. So
that was another episode, by the way. Okay. Yes. I've been to Texas one time, but it's been a long time.
Yes. I've been to Texas a bunch of times. Unfortunately, my best friend since kindergarten had the audacity to move to Dallas. So anytime I want to see her, I have to take the trip to Dallas. And she does live in a very nice suburb of Dallas, but there are definitely crazy parts of Texas that she has taken me to throughout the country. I've been to a bunch of places, and I think it's always so different. I am from New Jersey, where you cannot be more different than Texas. So it's just a totally
Waco comes to mind. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for the opening. I'm like, I was like Waco when that whole thing happened. I don't know why. Maybe it was very impressionable. Like that whole situation was huge at the time, and it was up there with the Challenger explosion for me. Like there was some, what was it? The Oklahoma bombings. Those 3 things I can tell you, Waco's up there. So yes, Texas, that was probably why I thought of Texas first, but sorry.
Yes.
Carry on.
There's crazy lawsuits out of Texas. I'm going to go through them in case we lose time. I wanted to pick the funniest ones from Louisiana too, because they're entertaining too. Yes. But the first one makes me laugh so much that I had to tell a lot of people because it's so funny. So a shopper in Houston was walking down the grocery aisle when a pressurized cardboard cylinder of Pillsbury refrigerated biscuits, those wonderful biscuits that you put in the oven. They're easy to do. Even I can't mess them up. It spontaneously ruptured with a loud pop that sounded like a gunshot. So that happens. And a wad of dough struck her in the back of the head. So, this could happen. Nothing interesting about that. But she was terrified and disoriented. She panicked and she felt the sticky dough, and she genuinely convinced herself that her brains had been blown out. So she was
I can kind of like follow this. Like, if I reached back there and felt, I don't know, like I'm leaning on this lady's side. I'm just
okay. You're leaning on the lady's side. So you think yeah, I guess if you hear similar to a gunshot, and then you feel like a Pillsbury biscuit on the back of your head, you think the brains fell out. But I would think that like you would have to have some pain before your brains fell out, not just like, hearing a gunshot. But so apparently she passed out trying to hold her brains in for over an hour before help arrived there. So she was just sitting like this. And can you imagine the help arrived and she's like, my brains are blown out. And then they're like, no, you have a biscuit stuck to your head.
Oh my gosh. Biscuit. So, I'm literally like, I think for an hour though, I would have looked at it. Like, I think I would have been like, oh, it's dough.
I'd want to know what my brains look like, right? Like, you want to know what like, if my brains blew out, I'd be like,
yes, yeah. I mean, I'm still thinking.
I have a small brain? Yeah, like, I would want to know.
I can still think about it. I think I could probably rationally go, oh, it's dough.
Yes.
Or so you're in that aisle and you sit down, you don't see like the dough. I mean, other, like, I don't know. Like, there would be some hints.
Yes, absolutely.
I think. I don't know.
I would think so too, but nope, she passed out. She held her brains for over an hour, and she actually got a settlement for this. So it wasn't dismissed in court. And it was to cover not only her medical evaluation, but also her psychological shock. So the fact that she thought that her brains were blown out, she actually got some money for this.
I mean, I'm kind of on this. I know that is definitely ludicrous, and that's like, the whole situation's crazy. And I guess if you step back and go, that's, but until you're there and you're not thinking, like, if you're really traumatized by this, and how many times have you been in a grocery store and heard gunshots? I mean, none. So you're not putting it. It's already this weird situation.
No, luckily I haven't heard any gunshots in a grocery store so far. No. But I also have, and I've never had Pillsbury dough biscuits, attack my head. So I can't really talk because I have not.
It's happened. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure people have been in situations, but I've never been in a situation. So my first time might be like, there's things that we've done like a bunch of times and you just blank.
Yep.
Like, as a public speaker, like, if you go, and there's just that time where like, oh, or someone asks you a question, you're just like, this is something I talk about all the time. And the whole brain just like blacks.
Oh, yeah.
It's a horrific situation. So I'm sure that probably came into play. Okay, let's hear another one.
Okay, this one I think is just genius on the person's part. A Houston area driver was pulled over and ticketed for driving alone in the high occupancy vehicle carpool lane.
Okay.
So, you're supposed to, I guess, have 3. And they had 2. She argued in court, though, that she wasn't alone because she was 34 weeks pregnant. And she cited the state's legal definition and post-Roe political climate, which we don't need to discuss because we are not a political show.
Yes, we're
not. So whatever you feel about that, that's, to you. She argued that her unborn fetus legally counted as as another passenger.
Did she get out of it?
That's genius. Like, I think that is so
yes,
smart.
That was definitely.
But the judge did not believe her, and they completely dismissed her creative legal defense.
I mean, political aside, I get it. I would be like, okay, yes, you're carrying a human, but at the same time, like, you're using that to get out of a ticket. You were doing the wrong thing. So at the end of the day, okay, smart move, but you didn't work.
Yeah. Yes. So the next one is a man was visiting a commercial Halloween haunted attraction in San Antonio, and he decided to sue the venue after a particular intense scare. He claimed that a chainsaw-wielding actor jumped out so aggressively and unexpectedly that it triggered acute emotional trauma, severe chest pains, and an intense panic attack. So they were in a ghostly haunted house, and he just said it was too extreme.
That's just silly.
Just silly, right? Like, you could
silly.
sue for anything.
Now I'll tell you, and I'll go into detail. I'll see if I can get my sister on the show. But she did go through a haunted house, and the paramedics were called at the end. She was so scared.
Okay.
But I'm like, now I don't think she goes through them now. Like, she doesn't do them because the jump scare stuff is just, sorry, you're in it. Yeah, that's stupid. Like, that's the entire intent. Like, I go through them knowing I'm like, they can't hurt me. They can't touch me. I'm not scared at those things. Like, it doesn't. I think if I went through one and they were like, you didn't pay your taxes, I'd be like, oh, you know.
It was a grown man. Yes, it was a grown man. And I agree. Like, if they said all these things, then maybe it would be scarier.
I mean, usually they post some stuff, right? Maybe not like your backyard, local, whatever, fundraiser things that they do. But usually I've been to them and there's a sign saying if you're pregnant or whatever, it's going to be scary. You're entering at your own risk, all that stuff.
Yeah, totally. I could understand why that one was dismissed. The next one, this one I just have to say because I cannot believe the verdict of what it actually entailed. So a motorist was severely injured after crashing his motorcycle into road debris left by a drunk driver who had just left a local establishment called Koozies Ice House. So the family decided to sue Koozies Ice House under the dram shop laws, proving that the establishment grossly overserved the customer. And this is part of the dram shop laws, and this is a valid concern. But the outcome, which is just shocking, and this is why it's ludicrous, is they won an $831 million judgment against Koozies because it was $300 million in punitive damage against the bar and its owner. So $1 million judgment. So that was crazy. I think we might have froze for a second.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so 831.
That's a very specific number too, by the way.
It is a very specific number. The next one is just very funny because I could see people doing this. Fort Worth man sued his ex-wife after she discovered he was having an affair, tracked his movements using a hidden GPS device. She planted on his car and exposed his text messages to his family and her family. So he said that the electronic surveillance and the tracking violated his personal privacy rights and sued for massive civil damages. And
did he win?
Thank God, no. Like the judge dismissed his suit, and I think if you are the cheating spouse, I'm not going to give my opinions, but I think
I would say that there are lots of people from, and I bring up the Rockford Files. I don't know why. Why do I bring up the Rockford Files? But he's like a private eye, right? Or Magna PI. I don't know. We could something. I don't know if there's a new show with what is it? Dog, the bounty hunter, or whatever. I don't know, but it's not a PI. Anyway. I digress. PIs have been hired for years. Wouldn't that taking surveillance photos and tracking them and following them? Wouldn't that be I would have been shocked if that had been illegal.
Yes, I just think it's ludicrous to even sue for this. And it was probably because he was so embarrassed that she texted all the family members around here. There was someone who...
Oh, I'm going to tell you I would do the same thing.
Oh, me too. There was someone here. Oh, listen to this. There was someone here.
Oh, yeah.
I had to send you the video, but someone here had made a surprise birthday party for her cheating husband's 40th birthday, invited all their family, all their friends, and her speech outed him for cheating on her. And I was like, you go, girl. So
I know, Hugo. I'm sorry.
That's sorry, thing. Hugo.
He's talking about not his dog. Dog the bounty hunter.
Oh, okay.
I mean, still sad.
Still sad. Any dog, sad. We know how much we love our dogs. So those are some ludicrous lawsuits, and there's a few more, but we.
Oh, I'm sure. I know. We're gonna move on. But those are hilarious. I think I could seriously listen to those all day long.
There's fun New Orleans ones too, but I'll just tell you them another time.
Okay, next time. All right. Hey, we are going on daily. We are on Facebook and Instagram now. That's exciting. You can follow us, watch us, stalk us.
Yeah, we won't call
all
if
the
you
stuff.
stalk us and like the GPS one. We won't call the cops on you or we'll see you.
I know. All right. Us, like, yeah, but this is our sponsors. Watch us live at YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch at Rhode Island Broadcasting. X and Twitter at Broadcasting RI. Facebook at Going On Daily Morning Show. Listen to us on all of our audio platforms such as Spotify, Red Circle, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music at RIBroadcasting. You can also follow us on all of our socials at MeWe, TikTok, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, Gab, Parler, and
Space
at RIBroadcasting, and Reddit at RI-broadcasting. And support the show on RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net. We thank you for listening, following, and watching. Oh, yes. I said sponsors, but I meant social media, and there are so many ways to get connected with Going On Daily. And first of all, really quick, we have a lot of people on watching us and communicating with us, and we love that. So thank you, everyone who is watching the show with us right now. So if you are watching the show right now, you can scan this QR code and go vote for our Hall of Fame. And up here is Spuds McKenzie, California Raisins, Max Headroom, Frito Bandito, and Mr. Owl. And if you are listening on WDJY, you can go to RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net, cast your vote there. So we do always like to update where we're at. Who's number one? We are at Mr. Owl's at 30%. That showed up really quick and went away. Okay.
The raisins must be at 25%.
Yeah. And then Frito is, wow. What's radio? I'm sorry. I don't even know what radio is.
Raisins. He probably meant raisins. 25% raisins.
Oh, raisins. Okay, yeah. And then Spuds and Max are kind of holding up second place with 10%. So, yeah, sorry. It's like the radio. It's like, I missed one. I'll have to look into that one. All right. So, yes, go cast your vote. Let us know what you think should be in our Hall of Fame. Fun on our website. If you go look at it, you can go see all the former Hall of Fames. And, okay, so Mr. Owl used, okay, we see that. Thank you. Go vote. You can go see all the former Hall of Fame, who won and who lost. It's really cute. So you can do that on RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net. All right. So it is golf week, and I would be remiss if I did not bring up this story. Okay. So and I learned this after I moved here. I did not know this prior because I used to live in Jacksonville. And Jacksonville is next door neighbors to St. Augustine. So that's like 30 minutes away, if that, from where I lived. And so we were always in St. Augustine, and it is a fabulous city. If you've never been to St. Augustine, put that on your to-do list.
My husband did a triathlon in St. Augustine. So
oh, yeah, that's great. And at Christmas time, it's magical. Like every building, every outline of everything is lit up. It is gorgeous. So normally you learn that St. Augustine is the first city established in the U.S., but it isn't. There was Pensacola first. So in 15, so there's a little history lesson. I always say I'm with Chuck. We're always like, this is educational. We should be aired in every school. In 1559, a Spanish expedition was led by Tristan, I'm going to say this wrong, Arellano, Arellano, Arellano. He brought 1,500 soldiers, colonists, slaves, and Aztec Indians in 11 ships from Veracruz, Mexico, to Pensacola to begin the Spanish colonization of the northern Gulf coast. 1 month after Luna and his expedition arrived, the colony was struck by hurricane. Oh. It happens. Sinking many of their ships and devastating their food supplies. After 2 years, The remnants of the colony were rescued by Spanish ships and returned to Mexico. The Luna settlement inhabited Pensacola from 1559 to 1561, which predates the Spanish settlement of St. Augustine, Florida, by 6 years. So they won. They beat them. The English settlement is, of course, Jamestown. And if you've never been there, you got to go, because that was also really close to where I lived when I lived in Virginia Beach, Williamsburg. And that's really a great area, too. Yeah, we can do the travel show. This is really fun.
We could do the travel show.
It was for 2 years they established it. I mean, it was knocked out by a hurricane. That happens. It was established. I'm arguing with our producer, Ron. Which I found out that I'm not the only host that does that. All right, I was watching the other day and they were arguing. Okay. So this makes Pensacola the site of the first multi-year European colonial settlement ever archaeologically identified in the U.S. That's a mouthful, isn't it?
That is a mouthful. I'm impressed you did it without, say it 3 times fast.
This makes Pensacola the site of the first multi-year European colonial settlement after archaeologically identified in the U.S. I'm not doing it again. Anyway, in 2015, the University of West Florida Archaeology Program identified the archaeological, that's a lot of saying that, site of Luna settlement in a developed neighborhood in Pensacola. As archaeologists continue to investigate and research the Luna site, artifacts and other important information can be seen, and there is a Pensacola Museum of History. I have not been yet. It is on my to-do list. But when you're really, really busy, going to the Pensacola Museum of History is not high on the list. However, no, I will get there. But that is it. Like, I always feel like, I mean, I guess it's like maybe a little bit of like controversial, if you want to say it was established, but
no, I think it was I agree with you. I think
colonized. First colonized.
All right, we'll go with that. Absolutely.
Yeah, they didn't hang in there. They were rescued too. That's also the other thing. They didn't stick around. After 2 years, you'd think that they would have like figured some stuff out. There's fish. I mean, I don't understand why that they were like starving and not doing well. We have lots of trees and there's fish. And 2 years you establish some crops, right?
Yeah, you would think so.
I don't know. Right? I'm a little confused why they couldn't I mean, at first it's awful, right? You just got taken out by a hurricane, but like at the end of the day, let's build something and start you have all day long. Like they don't have TV and stuff and jobs. They just go build stuff. Anyway, maybe they didn't have the right tools.
I know, that's what they
did. I don't know why it didn't work out. I wasn't there. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But, yep. That was Pensacola's, and they do are very proud of that. If you're here long enough, that comes up a lot.
Oh, really? It's Pensacola people, their pride.
They are always bringing up the fact that they were the first U.S. establishment.
I would too, probably, if I lived there. You got to be proud of where you live.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like where I live there's like where I live, it's called Battleground, and there was like George Washington was apparently here and during the Revolutionary War, and we talk about it, and I'm so proud of it, and who cares? Nobody really cares, but like if someone comes to my house, I tell them and I show them where it is, and in my development, they kept the straight where George Washington was, they kept it straight, so they like a land
that's neat.
They didn't develop houses on it. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And I'm proud of that. And, it's nothing really that exciting. There was a lot of places where George Washington has been, but you get excited about it. And you should have pride of where you live.
Pensacola should be proud of being the first failed.
The first failed
U.S. establishment. Woohoo! All right. Hey, we're moving on to, we have sponsors and we're so thankful for them. We're also available to sponsor like Laura's Ludacris lawsuits. But here is a word from our sponsors.
Not sure what to do at the gym? Overwhelmed by all the equipment? Need videos to make sure you're doing exercises correctly? With the Mace Fitness app's Workout of the Week feature, we take the guesswork out of fitness. Every week, you get a guided workout with step-by-step exercise videos, so you can walk into the gym with confidence. No confusion, no wasted time, just effective workouts designed to help you get stronger and feel better. all for just $9 a month. Download the Mace Fitness app today and start training smarter.
Sometimes you can feel lost in the forest of your mind, caught up in mistakes you can't change, looking ahead, uncertain what comes next, questioning if things will ever get easier, and if you've missed your chance. But the fact is that every moment is a new chance to change and choose a new direction. The fastest way to stop the pain and gain the new insight needed is through guidance from someone who has walked the path before you that can teach you to find your own answers from within. If any of this sounds familiar and you're looking for a way through from where you are to where you long to be, then let's connect. Check out soulspectivesinstitute.com today and book your discovery call, and we can see where we can go from there.
Can you imagine your business here going on daily as sponsorship opportunities? Trying to reach your target audience? Going on daily is the answer. Looking for a way to stretch your advertising budget? Going on daily is the answer. Want your business to be featured on radio, TV, and social media? Going on daily is the answer. If interested, email us at RIBroadcasting.media@gmail.com.
Yay.
Yes.
So, up next is your information about Texas, true or false. And I didn't do any research, so I have no idea.
Yes.
You're going to ask me, right?
Research you could do for this because they're all crazy. And the only one of them I've heard of before. So I'm curious if you heard of it, but the rest I never heard of before, and I know about Texas. So yes, it's game time, and we're gonna see if these are true or false.
Okay.
I love games, so this is fun. Okay, so the first one: do you think this is true or false? A beer drinking goat named Clay Henry III was officially elected mayor of an unincorporated Texas town and kept office until he got into a fight with a rival goat.
Okay, I'm going to say false.
Ron says true, and it actually was truth.
I mean, it was so dumb and bizarre, it had to be true, but I was like, no. I'm not going to.
I mean, I can't imagine that. I know when I was in Missouri, we
like as a joke, like
must have been a joke, or they didn't know who to vote for. But I remember when I was in Missouri, we voted for a dead person, and they got elected. But
oh my goodness.
Yep.
Hey Sharon, good morning.
Hey Sharon, it was true. You are correct. Yeah, so there was a beer drinking goat mayor, and it was in Lajitas, Texas, which is a historic ghost town resort area, and he drank beers and handed them to tourists. So he was the beer drinking goat mayor. So I guess if you walk in,
and what year was this?
You a beer. What
year was it? Did you say?
Oh, I'm not sure what year.
Oh, okay.
I don't have that year. So yes, imagine getting a beer from the mayor and it being a goat. So that would be fun. Okay, next, true or false?
That would be super fun. Yes. We might need to discuss our ideas of fun. That's like the beer. Next segment.
But yeah, we don't like beer, but I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate.
And go. I mean, I don't know. Okay.
No,
I'm kidding. All right.
So true or false? 3 masked men attempted to rob a convenience store using a live, highly agitated armadillo as a biological weapon by tossing it over the cash register counter.
Yeah, true. Because it's something I would do.
You would take a live armadillo and put it over.
Actually, they're really cute. No, I would not try to hurt an armadillo. But I'm going to say true.
That one is false. But using Texas wildlife as a weapon sounds like something that could happen in Texas. So I use this because you never know what could happen.
Something. Okay. No, it wasn't. It was false.
It was false. Yeah. You never know what could happen in Texas. So that's why I love all of these. The next one also includes an armadillo.
Okay. I really do like armadillos. Like they're everywhere here. They're cute.
So a man tried to shoot an armadillo with a handgun in his yard, but the bullet came back off the hard shell, bounced back, and struck the man in the jaw, requiring him to be hospitalized.
I don't think they're that. No, I'm going to say false.
Okay. This one is the only one I read about, and it is true. This is the only one I knew. I remember when this happened. It was in 2017, and I don't know why.
A reason I say that is that they're crushed on the road all of the time by cars. So my thoughts were, if cars easily crush them, it's not like they go over them like a rock, that That a bullet would be like, I don't know. That's
it came back and shot him in the jaw. And there was actually some lawsuit about this for something, but we won't go into that.
Maybe you shouldn't be shooting weapons in your. I mean, I guess if you're out in the country, but then you probably would have like appreciated them. They eat a lot of bugs.
Oh, armadillos eat a lot of bugs.
Maybe if it's in a neighborhood, you shouldn't be having a handgun shooting at wildlife. Oh yeah, I'm awful. Thanks, Ron, for that. You're winning. Okay, I am pretty competitive. You can see that. Hey, and guess what I'm drinking? Look, Laura and I have something in common, and it is our love for Monopoly. Ron does not care for it. That's why I brought it.
So all right, we'll make Ron play Monopoly one day.
Probably not good at it,
and he'll like it. With you, who's competitive, me not competitive, and we'll see if Ron.
Yeah, I know. Okay, sorry.
Okay, so the next one, true or false? An entire porta potty toilet containing a man's wallet, phone, and keys was stolen straight out of a construction site parking lot in Austin, with the thief towing it away in broad daylight so that he got the man's wallet, phone, and keys.
Yes, I'm going to say true. But the weird part is that why are you leaving all that in a portalet?
Right? Like, that I don't understand. You are correct. It is true.
Okay, I got one.
You got one. Yeah, that one was true. And you're right. Like, I mean, maybe by mistake you leave it in the porta potty, but I feel like even if the times that I have to go to a porta potty, which is sometimes concerts or
I'm not going to stow stuff there.
Yeah, I give it to someone else, like who's a friend or my husband who's not coming into the porta potty with me.
Hide it under your tire or something, or like, put it in a bag in a tree or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't leave it in the portalet. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's just, ugh.
Yeah, so someone stole a whole entire toilet, and I think that's impressive. I guess they wanted a porta potty in their house too. Who knows?
That you have the equipment to steal a portalet. Like, I feel like you should sell the equipment and then you've got some cash.
Yeah, exactly. More than you
I don't
have
know.
for a
Like,
porta
hard
potty,
up the cash and you're stealing okay.
So yeah, that happened.
Apparently he got caught because we know about it.
It probably, yes, exactly. Okay, the next is police in suburban Houston spent hours chasing a massive emu named Peaches down a multi-lane highway during rush hour traffic while it kept dodging frustrated semi-trucks, and they just kept chasing it around, and it was a high-speed chase, or as high speed as it could be for an emu. Do you think that's true or false?
I'm going to go with true.
You are correct. They said, and what it says,
they're pretty fast. Aren't they the second largest bird?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So ostriches, I know this is a weird fact, but ostriches run very, very fast, like really fast. Yeah, and they can kick. This is a large bird story, but can kick and kill a lion.
Wow.
That's how strong they got really strong legs. So an emu is like really close to that. So I'm thinking, pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yes, you go. Liberty. Yeah. Did they end up catching the emu?
They did, yes. Or
they didn't get killed. Okay. So I was like, that could end really poorly for the emu.
Yeah, I don't think it ended poorly. I think we're good. But I can't imagine being on traffic and seeing all the police.
No.
But they also said, exotic pet escapes happen often in Texas. So things like this do happen often in Texas. So
yes. Did you know that there are more tigers in Texas than in the rest of the world? They're all held on like private land. There are more tigers in Texas than the rest of the world.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. So these probably happen all the time in Texas.
There's a lot of exotic animals in Texas.
That's why I love learning about Texas, because I've never seen an emu, chase in New Jersey. I have seen crazy things here, though. So
I watched Garden State. I think there's crazy things that happen there.
Yeah, and Jersey Shore was here, which gave us a bad name.
That's right. Forgot about that.
Which the Jersey Shore, I could do a whole entire topic on it, and it wasn't. So, okay, next. A massive herd of longhorn cattle broke out of a local auction yard and completely surrounded the Dallas-Fort Worth tollway, refusing to move until a highway patrolman played classic George Strait tunes over his cruiser loudspeaker.
I'm going to say false.
False. Yep. They do.
You know why? Surrounded. That was the thing, because they run in like herds. They would not organize anything like that. That was
so
my
made
clue.
it too obvious.
The George Strait thing was pretty close, though. I mean, not that was believable.
That was believable, right? But okay, I got it.
It was just because that's just not a behavior that they have.
Got it. Okay.
But that was really good.
Okay, next. A pilot flying a crop duster over rural Texas reached down to grab a water bottle and accidentally disturbed a venomous rattlesnake that had slithered up from the floorboards, forcing him to make an emergency crash landing.
Yeah, I would think that would be true.
That was true, and if that ever happened to me, I don't even know what I would do.
No, I'm not a snake fan. I cannot stand them.
No,
I had never seen snakes on a plane, and I will not. Like, that was a movie.
Yeah, I know. I would not want to see that because I'd be scared to go on a plane after.
No, yeah.
So I do not see that. No. Okay, so next I am going to go to, okay, there's a lot of them, but the next I'm going to go to a homeowner trying to dig a do-it-yourself backyard swimming pool in his suburban backyard accidentally struck a shallow oil pocket.
Yes, I believe that's true.
Turning his entirely new filled pool into a crude petroleum before morning.
I'm sorry. I cut you off because I thought it was on a game show. I buzzed
in. I got it. You're on Jeopardy. The first one to respond.
I was like, oh, she's still reading. It's like true. Okay, I think that's true.
Nope, it actually is false. You're not allowed
to zoning laws. I actually kind of, I don't know. I was hoping he would.
Yeah, no, I know. It was not, and it seems like it was.
Aw.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm thinking of a person so hard up that they're digging their own swimming pool, they probably need the cash. I was like, oh.
They'd probably love have it, yes.
There's a lot of oil in Texas. That was a good one, Laura. I like that one.
Yeah. So another one is a mattress flew off a truck on I-35 in Austin, and a local motorist accidentally drove right over it, launching his entire compact car into a brief airborne flight before landing safely on the asphalt. So a mattress flew down, and he went straight up.
I mean, that's like possible. So it's like, I'm gonna say it's true.
You are correct. It is true, and they flew up. So we always been waiting for flying cars. There was one in Austin. If you drop a mattress, you could have a flying car too.
Yeah.
So
see, that would be fun.
That would be fun. As long as you know you're going to survive, then it would be fun to do that. I mean, when it was happening, I'm sure the driver was scared. And for the last one, I'm interested what you think about this one. A dedicated man drove his motorized lawnmower 45 miles across state lines from Louisiana to East Texas just to visit his favorite catfish restaurant.
I would say true.
Yep. This did happen, and a determined man made the multi-hour state crossing trek on a John Deere riding mower purely because he really had a craving for fried catfish. So
I know someone who got a DUI on a lawnmower, so not joking.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I guess, you have to be, same rules apply to everything that you drive. So, yes.
Got a DUI on a lawnmower. So, I believe when you're hard up and you need that catfish, you'll do what you got to do.
Absolutely. So, we really need fried catfish. So, he drove the lawnmower. So, yep, that was it. You started off a little weak, but you got really strong.
Okay, I thought it finished well. All right. I'll take that.
Well. You definitely win most improved. So, I'll give you that.
Thank you. I'll take it. That was awesome. Hey, we are big supporters of Uganda and what is going on there. 100% of your proceeds go to Uganda, but here's a little bit more about it.
Here at Rhode Island Broadcasting and Going On Daily, we're proud to announce that we are collecting donations for our Uganda Fund. My name is Becky, and I've been one of the hosts here at Going On Daily since day one. And earlier this year, I was blessed with the opportunity to travel to Uganda, and it was honestly one of the most life-changing experiences. I met people who completely changed the way I see the world. I met families who had endured unimaginable tragedies, including these two families who lost young children to a witch doctor. I met children who hadn't eaten in days. We even saw 11 children share a single apple because it's all we had left to give them. I met children who fled war in neighboring countries only to find themselves homeless and living on the streets. I saw heartbreak, poverty, and desperation. But what I also saw was joy, the happiness that a single piece of candy, a bracelet, or a small act of kindness could bring was enough to bring tears to my eyes. These are people who have so little, and yet they have more gratitude and joy than many of us could even imagine. We know that there are people who need help in our own communities, and we continue to support local initiatives whenever we can. But this year, our hearts are with Uganda. In partnership with Love Made a Way, 100% of every donation will go directly to initiatives in Uganda. No hidden fees, no deductions. Every dollar goes to help providing food, clean water, education, medical care, safe buildings, sanitation improvements, schools, vocational training, and hope. $1 is worth roughly 3,700 Ugandan shillings, so even a small donation can make a meaningful impact. Maybe it's giving up your Starbucks or your Timmy's today. Whatever you feel led to give, please know that it will help change lives. Thank you for your support, your generosity, and for helping us bring hope to the people of Uganda. Visit www.RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net/Uganda-donations to help out.
Yes, and I cannot wait. I hope we all make a trip there. That would be really cool. Sign me up.
Absolutely.
That would be great.
It would be a very humbling experience, but I think it would be great for everyone.
Yes, and I've been on lots of mission trips, and they are always really, really impactful. So I always come back feeling very blessed, very grateful for everything I have. So sometimes those trips are meant more for the people going than they are for the people that you visit. But
I went to actually, because it's Gulf states, I could say it. I went to New Orleans to help build houses after Katrina.
And it was,
seeing how it was subsequent to that. It was so horrible and so heartbreaking, and seeing how many people had their house displaced. And I wasn't the best builder in the world. We discussed this the other day, but I did try.
We're both doing house renovations, but we're going about it two different ways.
Yeah, and she guessed how I was going about it. I was like, how'd you know? But anyway, so I am not the best builder, but I tried my hardest, and it was definitely a very humbling experience.
I bet you they found something for you to do the whole time. You were busy.
I was busy the whole time. Yeah. I just don't know. But I was busy the whole time, but people who were doing the same busyness as me got a lot further than what I was doing. But that's okay. I still tried my hardest.
That's good. Yeah. So, speaking of the Gulf states, there are a few of us. I'm on a Gulf state. I'm actually on the Gulf, and I'm kind of an adventure person. We talked about this the other day. We both jumped out of a plane. I like doing some really adventurous things. So I decided to just kind of hunt and find the adventures that you could do in each state, but the top one. So if you have to do just one adventure in each state, this is the list. Are you ready? Okay. I was actually a little surprised by Florida. I've actually done this, but I didn't do it at this location, but I have done it. Swim with wild manatees in the crystal clear 72-degree springs of Crystal River, or kayak the mangrove tunnels in the 10,000 Islands. Those are the top must-do adventures in Florida.
Okay. Those I probably wouldn't do, but
I was like, wrangle a alligator maybe, or, I don't know what kind of adventures you could have. But Florida is a big state, but that's a tough choice. Which one would you do if you had to do one or the other? I've done both. Not in the Crystal. I was in Key West when I swam with a manatee. They are very, very adorable. And it's legal. It's illegal, but anyway, we're not going to talk about it.
Oh, it's illegal. Okay, so I'd probably do the legal one.
You're not supposed to touch them or be with them. But I was in the water on my paddleboard, and it was following us, like it was near us, and this dock was feeding it fresh water, which you're not supposed to do either, because you're not supposed to make them friendly. They're already friendly, but you're not supposed to make them want to be around people, because that's how they get hit by boats and cause all kinds of damage to them. So it's for their own safety. You're not supposed to, but to be fair, I wasn't like out looking for manatees. Manatees came and found me.
Got it.
So
yeah, so anything that's illegal, my husband, we're both lawyers, but like my husband is very straight edge, so he'd tell me to do not the legal one.
This would be legal. Both of these are legal, and you probably have to pay to do them. So,
okay.
Swim with manatees or kayak the mangrove tunnels, which is really kind of cool. I'm not that good at kayaking. There are spiders in there.
I know. I would probably swim with the manatees because I can't kayak that well. I tried in Australia and it didn't go so well. So I don't know. I guess
anybody else on the chat want to weigh in really quick? Which would you do? Manatee swim in the crystal clear springs of Crystal River or kayak the mangrove tunnels? Kayak. Okay, Ron says kayak. We are going to move to Alabama. Bama.
Okay.
Bike or hike the 28 plus miles of the Hugh S. Branyan Backcountry Trail. That's also a mouthful. Gulf State Park. And you can spot alligators and coastal wildfowl. This isn't a choice. This is it. So biking, your must-do adventure in Alabama is bike or hike 28 plus miles of this Branyan Backcountry Trail through Gulf State Park.
I would do that.
Yeah, I would totally do
that. I like biking. Awesome. I mean, I'm not like the best biker either.
I think if I hiked it, I would like to stop along the way. I don't think I want to hike 28 in one day. I think I would do like aim for like a 3-day trip.
I think you can't do so the marathon, you do right when you run a marathon, and I guess people walk the marathon, so you can
28 do it miles is, because a marathon's 26.2 miles.
26.2, yeah. So
I mean, that would be a really long hike.
Yeah,
because hiking is a lot slower than if you were to walk on a street. So that would be a couple of days, but that sounds like a lot of fun to me.
It does sound fun. I would do that for sure.
All right, Mississippi. Take a high-speed, high-seas excursion or rent a kayak to explore the pristine barrier island wilderness of the Gulf Islands National Seashore.
Oh, I love high.
I didn't know anything about this, so this would be new to me. I've taken a high-speed seas excursion, but I've never done it at the barrier island wilderness.
Yes, I did that in New Zealand, but I've never. Yeah, it was freezing that day. I'm still cold thinking about it. And then we went whitewater rafting and a helicopter ride, which was cool. But it was like a triple action movement. It was great. But it was freezing. But anyway, yes, I would do that. I love high speed, anything. Put me in the highest speed and fun. I will be there. So
all right, well, let's take that thought to Louisiana, because airboat rides. Have you ever been on one of those? An airboat? They've got a big fan in the back, and they it's for waters that are shallow. Sometimes you just fly over the water, basically you're on a boat, but just basically you're up high. Airboat through the remote Jean Lafitte swamps at high speeds to get face to face with wild alligators in moss-draped bayous. Yes, I would do this.
I would do it, but I'd be a little nervous. But I don't usually say no to too many adventures, so I would do that. And I really want to try the airboat now, so that sounds good.
Yes, airboats. I've been on several airboat. Now, I did it in the Everglades. Really, really cool. That's another thing I'm surprised that Florida didn't. So this must be a really cool Florida adventure, because if the airboat rides in the Everglades not on the list, that's interesting. But moss-draped bayous, you had me there. All right. So moving on to Texas. So I don't know if you've got any idea what the number one adventure in Texas would be. It is not being a rodeo.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or ride a bull. It is paddle the Padre Island National Seashore Kayak Channels, or camp right on the wild wind-swept beach of South Padre Island. Doesn't seem very adventurous, I'll be honest. Kayaking and paddling are not adventures to me. Like maybe because I've done it so many times.
And camping can be adventurous if you don't have a tent, as we previously discussed. Sometimes you don't have a tent when you camp, and that's really living on the wild.
Yes, but also this is camp on the wild, windswept beach. Now, I don't know if it's windy. Have you ever been on a beach when it's windy? It's a living nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
It's in your ears and your eyes and your every orifice. Sand gets everywhere, and it's miserable, and you can't make it stop. Like, there's no, like, it's awful.
My kids still don't like the beach because I took them during it was like a
windy, yeah.
And they didn't like it, and they still ruin it. They are like, I don't love the beach because of that. They're scared that there's going to be.
Yep. So. I'm not a beach person either, so like I take it or leave it. People visit me and we're always on a beach, like we live near water, always being in the Navy, and so it's kind of like you take people to the beach, right? They like it. They don't get to see it all the time. So there's that. Then there's been great beach days, and there's usually water to rinse off before you get. But Brian's cousin came in town. We went to the beach, and I'm telling you, we still have sand in the car.
Yes, that's the problem.
It does not go away. So
I also had 3 kids in 20 months, and taking them to the beach when they were younger, it's just so much stuff to take to the beach.
Oh yeah,
you have to take the chairs, and I'm as pale as Casper, so I need to take umbrellas for my whole family, and it's a lot to get to the beach.
Yeah. Sunscreen. Oh, and that's the other thing. You're supposed to apply sunscreen a few times, and you've been to the beach. Have you rubbed lotion on your sandy body? It's awful.
Yep.
Oh, you didn't go to the beach one time, and you live. Oh, yeah. I don't blame you, to be honest with you. The beach is not. I don't. And first of all, you're a little bit. You plan the day there, and you only can really tolerate the sun is so like, and it's so much. It reflects off of the water. There's only so much, and there's not a lot of places to escape. So the beach gets old quick, and it's like, you got the rest of the day, and you're trying to like hide, or just get burnt. I don't know. Yeah. It's a lot of negatives for me, but these are adventures. Those are the top state adventures. I would go and do all of them. I have done. I did more than half of them. So yeah, me too. I'm bored after our producer's like 20 minutes in and we're bored. Yeah, I agreed. You can only jump so many waves. That is your must-do adventures by state. I would love if you guys, if you follow us on Going On Daily, kind of chime in on this and let us know if there's a top adventure that you recommend, because I live now on the Gulf. This is the first time, I lived in Fort Myers, but that doesn't feel Gulfy. This feels Gulfy, Is that a word? Mm-hmm. Did I just make a word?
Sure, now it is.
Gulfy.
Gulfy. I like it.
Okay. So, yes, we totally want to know, places to go, links, share. If you're listening and you are on the Gulf and you have a business and a recommendation for a place to eat or go, let us know, because we'll share it. Because we had to research, because I just didn't know any off the top of my head. So, I had to research. But I did learn a few things, and I probably have some items on my bucket list now. I'm going to go enjoy the Gulf. All right. Oh, that's it. Hey, tomorrow, get to see me again. I have a really cool, interesting story about Zonians. Do you know what Zonians are?
No.
We'll tune in tomorrow.
I will.
It is Sharon and I tomorrow at 10 a.m. So set your alarms or put that on your calendars. We are going live, as always, at 10 a.m. Eastern Time or 8 a.m. Mountain Time on Rhode Island Broadcasting. And we got to say thank you to a few folks. We want to thank, again, WDJY for airing us 5 times a week, twice on Sundays. It's always a fun day. We want to thank our sponsors, Soul Spectives Institute and Mace Fitness. And we want to thank all of our live viewers, because they make the show interesting and fun. And sometimes we read your comments, but we can't announce them, but we love them. So keep them coming.
Yes, we try to announce them if we can.
Yep. We interact, sometimes, but sometimes you don't want to interrupt. But I love, love, love when you guys weigh in and share, and that makes everything so much better. All right. Anyway, so till next time, Laura, Have a wonderful week. And thank you, everyone, for watching Going On Daily.
Yes, thank you. Have a great day.